or 3 or however many. But anyway, let's go into the game so Project doesn't have to BS too much in the beginning. We're going into game 5 or 6. Game 6. Game 6. Yes, game 6. That's what I'm talking about. We're going into game 6. This is NB versus IWL in the Twitch TV Gambits Cup Season 2. Major thanks to Twitch TV and Prowler and Abopolis for doing the sponsoring. So NB Mob is going to be at the 12 o'clock. Mr. IWL Bender is going to be at the 9 o'clock. It's going to be another PVT. Guys, this is like our 4th PVT in the series. This is crazy. This is crazy. I don't know where all these Protosses and Terrans came from, but they actually need to like start playing in tournaments. Seriously, guys, just if you're Protoss and Terran, man, just play in tournaments. I'll give you preferential treatment. Like, don't tell the Zergs, but I'll totally give you preferential treatment. So, just like, please. Anyway, apparently Mob is B+, according to Sir Bakryu, aka Sir Mustache. So I'm gonna believe him there. But what was I talking about before? Oh yes, Hacklebeast is in fact my co-caster for the Gambits Cup. Since I cannot possibly do every single match, since there are 10 teams, there's gonna be a lot of matches. Hacklebeast will be doing the ones that I don't do, including the Sunday ones because I have to do Ghost Cup on Sundays. So do check out his stream as well. And was there? I think I was gonna give one more shout out, but I forgot. That's fine. Fine, I'll think of something. I'll think of somebody that I like. Anyway. Gateway Assimilator. On an unrelated note, because Jumper keeps donking. Jumper, what team are you playing on in GC? Are you even playing in the Gambits Cup? Because VTV's not in it, right? Are you like playing for GT or something? Were you a free agent? It's like scouting dudes are gonna meet. Unfortunately for Mob, he sent a very early pylon scout, but he's scouting in the wrong direction. So yeah. Looks like another pylon in the main. And you know, Icarus, I think in close positions like this, if you're not cross map, I think this is actually a really bad map for Protoss. Because there's actually like the push is quite easy because once you get out your natural, there's like a narrow bridge here, and then there's like the cliff that's the Protoss's main. So actually pushing, all you have to do is push a little bit. There's like a little bit of open ground, and then it's like all narrow and like protected until you get to the like all the way to the Protoss's base. So I'm pretty sure TVP is good in these positions on this map. And of course there's that little cliffable natural thing, if anybody really cares about that anymore. Wait a minute, how is this Summoning Score powered? Is that... Wow, pylons, man. They have big range. I did not realize that you could build things that far away from a pylon. Well, that's quite cool. Alright. I feel like I get surprised by pylon range like every other game. Looks like we have a Zealot and Probe actually in Bender's base. Uh-oh. And looks like, ooh, nice target fire on the Probe, and I think that's going to be that. Bender showing some decent micro there. Now, do note that this is a must-win game for Bender, or his team will lose the match. If he wins, we will see an ace match, and I'd actually be really curious to see which players each team would send. Of course, you must send a player that has already played in the series. So the ace match has to be someone who played in one of the initial 6 games, which means I think we're like almost guaranteed to not have a ZVZ, which is amazing! Because thanks to certain Zerg heavy teams, LRM, we've been having way too many Zergs recently. So SCV gonna get not taken down? No, he is, because he's gonna run into a gateway like an idiot. Meanwhile, Bender has actually gone... Is that 2 Zealots? Whoa, what is he doing? Or sorry, not Bender, Mob. He's gone for 2 gateways. He's actually made 2 Zealots. I think probably because he thought he'd do more damage with the initial Zealot, so he just like made a second one. But that seems not ideal. Meanwhile, we do have a siege expand from Bender. But Mob, I feel like have I been calling Mob Bender the whole time? For some reason, I just like Bender's name better. I'm not really sure why. But anyway, Bender's actually doing... Sorry. Mob is actually doing the build that I do, which is 2-gate into expand. Although I don't make the zealots though, because I just like don't have the APM to go around and kill stuff with zealots while building things. In the meantime, we have... So I'm just gonna poke in the chat a little bit, just because I see some discussion going down about Zergies. So the probe's just gonna see this expansion. Is he gonna get close enough? I think he's gonna know what's up. I think he's gonna know that this is an expansion. I don't think he actually saw the command center, but you know, all the signs would indicate that it's an expansion. Now you do have to be careful because you know you could end up in a situation, you know, like when you're at the bar and you're trying to read the signs from all the hot chicks, and you're just like, hey man, I totally think she wants me. She's giving me the signs, and you're just like completely wrong. So you know, we gotta be a little bit careful. That's what happens when you're Protoss. You're trying to read the build. You know, I don't see the command center, but I think it's there, so I'm just gonna play as if he expanded. But he could have actually, you know, built 3 factories behind the wall, like a certain Terran did against a certain handsome Protoss in a certain nation war. Hint, hint. Hint. So, we have a 3rd base for Mr. Mob in the top right. And... yeah, seems okay. Is he gonna go for Reavers? I hope he goes for Reavers. Or else that's not very safe. No, it looks like he's just going for Observers, and he has a probe just like chasing down this SCV. Gonna get intercepted. So, we have some comsats. Why is he not mining his main gas? Wait. Why did all those SCVs come from the north? What just happened? Did I miss something? Did he run all his SCVs away from the main for something? Okay. We do have 4 factories for Bender. That's pretty standard. I heard a comsat go down. I probably just scanned the main. 5 gateways now for Mob. Now, if Bender does some kind of 6-fact, that could be quite strong against this double expand. But it doesn't seem like he's doing it. This SCV is being idle. It could make a factory. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. I don't know. And looks like we have a pylon and forge. Gonna do a little bit of a wall. And ooh, look at this! Nice interception with those dragoons. Very good. Very good. Looks like the first observer is coming out now. Hopefully he doesn't run into that turret and marines. Ah, turret! No, it's fine. And he is going to see... wow, look at that timing. The observer gets there just as Bender decides to push. So he's just going to follow along there. And how many units does he have? It looks like about a control group of goons and a couple of zealots. So I think he'll be okay against this force. And Bender's got to be careful not to get caught out in the open here. As I said, there's quite a bit of open ground here until you get to this narrow bridge. If he can get to this bridge, though, it'll be smooth sailing. Because as you can see, you know, once he gets up on this bridge, then he can just like hug the cliff and just push along the Protoss' cliff until he gets to the natural. But this is actually kind of like the danger zone. We're in the danger zone, guys! The danger zone! He's in the open space. This is actually where Mob needs to engage. And it looks like we do actually have a 5-fact push. So this is actually going to be quite a strong mid-game push. You know, he's going to basically try and do a nice push before the Protoss' macro kicks in from the 3rd base. See, this base has kind of only just started mining. So Mob needs to like get up a few more gateways, get his tech. Look at that Citadel just now being made. So before that happens, before the Protoss gets his macro and tech in full swing, the Terran's going to just try and kill him, or at least do some major damage. So Mob's just going to try and delay this as much as possible. He does have a shuttle now. He's going to have to do some nice mine bombs. There are 4 Marines here, and actually 4 SCVs as well, not being particularly useful. And this observer is actually quite crucial as well, by the way. He's just allowing Mob to see exactly when the Terran's sieging and not sieging. But look at this. Now Terran has a very nice position. Oh god, this is not the place to engage, I think. It's not the place. He's got 4 zealots in the shuttle though. Those zealots are going to be crucial. How much splash damage will the tanks do against themselves? But look at the goons getting funneled in here. Oh my god, it's not a good engagement. Mob backing up, but losing so many units. I don't know if he even killed, I think he killed maybe 1 siege tank, but this is what I'm talking about. Now this is actually so difficult for the Protoss to engage. Look at this, he has no good flank that he can get, and the Terran is just all up in his grill. Oh man, Terrans are pretty good in these close positions on this map. But oh, here we go again. 4 more zealots in the shuttle. That's exactly what he wants. And oh, the spider mine goes off. And is he gonna get both tanks? He does get both tanks. And wow, very nice break by Mob, crushing through here. I thought he was in a lot of trouble, but Mob showed me how to play Protoss. I am in awe. That was actually beautiful. Look at that. And suddenly Bender has nothing. Holy check, he actually has nothing. What? Dude, where are your siege tanks at? Why you no siege tank? Does he really not have a siege tank? Okay, he has 1. He has 1 siege tank, guys. He has a siege tank. And, you know, as we all know, siege tanks are, like, really good. So as long as you have 1, you're fine. 6 gateways for Mob. He's queuing up a little bit. But I think we can forgive him for that after that great break. Meanwhile, just going to run out, clear some spider mines. What does he have? Just 2 more zealots in the shuttle. I don't know where it's actually going, though. Did he just A-move into a weird location? I think he did. And some more vultures, going to try and do some harassment, but Bender's in a lot of trouble. Mob is looking good. NB's looking like they might take the their first clan war of Gambit's Cup. Where did that shuttle go? Oh, there it is. Okay. I thought he might just do like some random zealot. Oh, whoa! Ah, my up key is stuck. I'm sorry. My up key got stuck. Just like kept scrolling. I was like, what do I do? I thought somebody like hijacked my keyboard. In the meantime, we have an off-location command center for whatever reason. Bender just deciding not to build it in the correct place. But he's gonna float it down, of course, because you know Terrans have that imbalanced ability. 128 supply against 97. Observer gonna come check things out. Oh, another observer gonna make extra sure that nothing sneaky is happening. And something sneaky is in fact happening. A drop just moving out. The observer's not quite gonna see it. Now, where is he gonna drop, and what is he gonna drop? Is it gonna be a tank drop on the natural ledge? Is it gonna be a vulture drop into the 3rd base, which is actually extremely vulnerable to that? There's no cannon in the mineral line. It looks like it will be a vulture drop. Probably in the top right 3rd then. And you know, if he gets a decent number of probe kills, that will certainly be what he needs to start making a comeback here, because he is certainly behind. Having said that though, he does have a 3rd base up now, and Mob shows no signs of getting a 4th, which is a little bit curious for 2 reasons. First of all, that he doesn't, well, I think there's 2 mistakes that Mob is making. First of all, he's not scouting the expansion. Second of all, he's not expanding himself. If he was just going to expand himself and not worry about Terran's expansions as much, then I think that'd be fine. If he was going to aggressively deny a 3rd, that would be good. But you can't, like, do neither. And it looks like he's just going to go for an engagement here. I don't know if this is a good idea. It's not the best engagement. And look at this SCV. Perfect timing. He's going to go for a nice block here. And there's mostly Dragoons. Yep. They're getting really stuck here. There's a vulture drop on the top right. But I don't think anybody cares because we have a huge engagement. SCVs are so good. Oh my god, SCVs are good in this game. And oh, the mines though! The mines, it looks like it doesn't matter. Mob is breaking through. He's lost all the probes at the top right. It looks like he didn't even pull them. He just lost all the probes, but he's just going for the kill here. The SCVs are off the line. All the tanks are down. Bender is in serious trouble. I don't think he can hold this off. It's 112 supply against 66, almost double the supply. And he's got no siege tanks left. He's made 2 Goliaths. I don't know why he's made 2 Goliaths, but he has 2 Goliaths. And it doesn't even matter. The Protoss is waltzing into the Terran base right now. MB looks like they're going to take their first victory of Gambit's Cup. With this win, GG! And NB takes the Clan War 4-2. Very, very nice. IWL though. IWL showing that they can still take games. They are not simply pushovers. So watch out for them in the future. And ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere, because I am now going to be casting none other than Team LRM versus